See that what going on in ourselves as a single entities people, as well between countries, nations, is a one big clearance of energies inside. And that what seems to be dreadful on the surface, seems to be quite often conflict, is served in a way to dissipate that negative energy from us. When there is clash of people, of nations, whatever, then after every storm there will be peace, because people come to understanding what that fight, hatred bringing. It's bringing further fight and hatred and sorrow, but quite often it bringing as well a resolution, peace inside. Because when somebody, human or whatever nation, have enough of that, then he don't want that anymore. He understood what this causing, what this doing. When we gather that negative energy, that energy of corruption is inside, that's normal that over the some period of time it will need to be released. I had this inside of me, and still I going through that process. The same is on the bigger scale between nations. It's happening in the world now. We see those wars between Ukraine and Russia. It's going into some kind of resolutions. Those people quite often gaining wisdom in this way. The same between Palestine and Israel now. It's horrific what's happening, but maybe there is no other solution for certain things. Land is really nobody. Land belongs to Allah, to creation. Land belongs to people who are conscious, who are peaceful, not to aggressors. But how to say who is peaceful, who is aggressor, is quite difficult. It's in people consciousness. They have to go through them experiences in order to taste what is God, what is Allah, what is that dimension in them. And when people recognize that, then they don't want to fight anymore. They want to execute justice. They want follow justice. They understand what they need to fight with or against. There is corruptor. There is this so-called devil, Satan, corruption in this world, which by permission of existence can be fight, but not really with our force and strength that I go and shook somebody. No, that's not work this way. But allowing that internal energy and space to deal with that. Like I had many of those experiences in the past. They keep coming, and I learn over the time that every some while it will gonna keep happening. So I allowing myself to like rest, and I pray, meditate, read scriptures, doing those things which are in my power, which I can do, and allowing the time to unfold. And every some while, like existence want to improve me and give me more understanding, give me more freedom and space, and purify that space and give me experience. And is this up to really me? It's my free will if I take that experience or not. That experience meant to correct me inside, correct my shortcomings, correct my own corruption, and as well give understanding to somebody who have corruption, and maybe he don't have or have understanding, certain understanding, or he don't have at all. So I can say about present yesterday experience. I was in the petrol station with my children's, with my ex-wife, and I went to pay for my diesel. And inside the shop, inside this counter, I seen the lady, two sisters. One of them sisters abused another sister, accused her about things, and it was really nasty. that was pure like corruption flowing from her towards her sister. Her sister didn't respond to that, being quiet, calm, like took it on what she could do with that. She could not do anything. And that lady, that another sister, was even abusing to lady over the counter. I look at that, I seen many of those. And finally, one of them sisters, which was quite abusive and very raging inside, went to her car. And another sister followed her. So I went, I pay my bill, pay my pet diesel. I went to my car. And I look on the side, one of those was in the car, so I waved her. And she shied away, went into me, onto me, with aggression, like I did something to her. Started showing me fingers, started swearing me, and if she could definitely try to fight me. That unconsciousness, that darkness in her, that whatever it was, tried to fight me. But I seen many of those faces. I faced many of those. So I'm not afraid. When you not show the fear in the situation, when you are relaxed, when you know what you have, what God given you inside, you can face those. You can look into eyes of aggressor, eyes of that unconsciousness, that darkness, that devil inside of that human being, without fearing that. So I look at that, and I quite forcefully, with force from inside, with that energy, say to her, be kind to your sister. And in this moment I seen that ugliness, that darkness in her suddenly like been backed up, moved back to car. Because I allow that energy, that positive energy, that transformed energy, that courage, whatever we can say this way. This is not courage, that really energy inside of us, transformed energy, took over that negative energy. So possibly it will gonna help that lady in some way. We never know what's happening in the background. But there was time, definitely someone did the same to me. And we need to keep pray, keep meditate, keep read scriptures, go through all them experiences to increase that space inside. Because with that space we can win every war without even nodding the finger, using the really force, physical force, whatever. Because all the wars, all the misunderstanding, harassment, ugly things from that world are caused by that corruption, by that devil, Satan. That darkness in human minds. That's pulling the string, that's why they doing those things. It's simple like that. So we need to learn how to become still and allow that internal energy to do those things for us. Guide us in any situations, whatever is chucked on us. That can resolve anything without us to fighting, without us to take part in bloodshed, what is in Palestine and Israel now. It's a bloodshed. It will be further aggression, perhaps, further hate. That's not solving much. Sometimes it's solving, bringing peace when people are completely like KO. It's bringing understanding sometimes. It's all work of existence, not ours. We have to understand this. This is work of existence. Existence battle have a fight with devil Satan. And we need to, it's ours choice, take a side. Which side we're taking? Is that devil side or God's side? Devil can offer you everything without measures. But it will have bad consequences for you, as your senses and all of this will be overclocked, overburdened. But if you take side of God, it will give you all the good things in the right proportions. It's a tricky really game to recognize that, to see it in action, to see what feels well, what not. Sometimes when you, over the time, when you will have that energy inside, positive energy, you will see that certain activities don't taste well anymore. You don't want to take part in them. You don't want to be associated in negative environment, which speaking badly, which want to fight, argue, whatever. It tastes badly. It feels badly. So we need to redirect ourselves. We all recognize what we have inside of our heart. Because really that heart is supposed to guide us, not that mind full of that junk now. That's why what I observing through last 20 years. I was in the hell. Hell was made by me. And without God's hand, without touching that purification side, that prayer, meditation, reading scripture, fasting, I could never understanding that just by myself. You break yourself, but you need to employ God to fix you. That's the truth about that life, about good life, good feelings, good vibe. That fight is not ours fight. Land is not ours land. It's internal jihad against your bad deeds, against your bad will, bad behaviors, habits. We need to clean ourselves to little understand what's going on in the world. First, ourselves. Start from there. Then you will know how to deal with certain things without fighting with them. And if you will have that internal space energy, you will know how to so-called fight. You will allow those things to happen, unfold, and you will allow that energy to take over the other energy, corrupted negative energy. That really like Allah fight, not ours. We really don't understand much those processes, but over the time you learn what is within you. That space, pure space, is really what we need, what can give you and guide us and took over those things, fight our battles. That's what we need to learn. Assalamu alaikum.